Welcome to Harry's Hook. The Young Guns want the smoke on 420. Devin the Dream Haney, former undisputed lightweight world champion and current WBC 140-pound title holder, attempts his first defense against boxing and social media star King Ryan Garcia. Haney is the odds-on favorite in this matchup, but is Garcia being overlooked? In today's video, I'm going to preview the bout, talk about the boxers, advantages, disadvantages, some X factors that could determine the outcome, and then ultimately give my prediction. We begin with the champ. Haney is 25 years old, sports an undefeated record of 31-0 with 15 knockouts. He stands at 5'8" and carries a 72-inch reach. Haney is a skillful boxer and a disciplined operator with a splendid jab, quick hands, and fast feet. Ryan Garcia is also 25 years old. He has a 24-1 record with 20 knockouts. He's listed at 5'8.5", I'll just take that at face value, with a 70-inch reach. Garcia is a dangerous, albeit flawed, flamethrower with lightning hands and a whipping left hook as his weapon of choice. Off the rip, we can say Haney has the skill advantage just by the eye test. The Dream has a better jab, along with a sharper straight right, quicker and more refined footwork, and a tighter, more elusive defense. Garcia, however, is the more explosive of the two, with faster hands and greater punching power. That left hook for King Rye is his great equalizer. It's lightning quick, powerful, he'll target the head or the body, and can be deceptive regarding which target he's firing at. But as good as that left hook is, he does overdo it at times. We saw Gervonta Davis take advantage by using his lead hand to take away the jab, provoking Garcia to throw the hook and allowing Tank to counter. But if we look at this knockdown again, we'll find a glaring technical flaw. Ryan drops his right hand, and he does this on many of the left hooks he fires. It's a mistake that leaves him open for Haney's left hook counter. If Haney is going to win and avoid getting starched by that hook, as well as by Garcia's social media fan base, his jab will be crucial. But on many of those jabs, Haney has a bad habit of pulling his right hand back, which invites that potential potent counter left hook from Garcia. One way to help guard against this is if Devin keeps his right hand glued to his jaw as an extra layer of protection while he fires off that lead hand. The thing is, Ryan makes the same mistake and doesn't do a good job using his offhand for protection in general. Another punch Haney needs to be cautious with is the right hand to the body, which can again leave him vulnerable to that counter left hook. And Devin will need to guard against Ryan's hook to the liver, probably by sliding out of range, because if he consistently blocks downstairs, then Garcia could pick up on this and capitalize by feinting down and firing up. It's not a perfect comparison, but Haney's decision win over Jorge Linares in 2021 does offer some insights. Linares, like Garcia, is not super mobile, and even though he was 35 years old, the former champ still had good hand speed. Not only did Devin expertly fire his jab to maintain control and stab it to the body to leak the gas tank, he also made great use of his lead hand, occupying Linares' guard and obstructing his vision. Haney did get wobbled a couple times and clipped with some left hooks, so the victory did involve its share of schwitzing. If Garcia is going to pull off the upset, I think he's going to have to take an aggressive approach. Overwhelm Haney's defense with that speed, like Linares was able to do when he nearly ended the Dream. Garcia could sit back and try to time one of Haney's mistakes, but it's a risky proposition because if he sits back, waiting for the perfect shot, Haney is just going to dictate. He's too disciplined. He'll box Ryan, outbox him all night long. It's time for the X Factors! Time for what? You guessed it, X Factors. Chins. We saw Garcia get dropped by Luke Campbell and Gervonta Davis, but we know that Tank can bang, so really no shame in that. But Ryan also holds his chin a bit too high for my liking. Now Haney got wobbled by Linares and hurt by Lomachenko, who is a small 135-pounder. Now, maybe Haney will be a bit more solid here at 140, but I gotta see it to believe it. At the end of the day, I don't trust either of their chins. Familiarity. What does familiarity breed between Haney and Garcia? Now, these two are longtime rivals. They fought reportedly 6 times in the amateurs, apparently splitting those bouts. Now, usually, this means less of a feeling out period. But how much has changed since they last fought? By my eye, it looks like Devin has grown and developed more than Ryan. But things may be changing due to the next X Factor. King Rye and Money Mayweather. A blossoming friendship, I guess. Now, even though Garcia is training with Derek James, he has talked about Mayweather working with him and teaching him, particularly defensive skills. And against Oscar Duarte and some others, we saw Garcia break out the Philly shell at various points. Not saying this would necessarily be a great idea against Haney, but still, learning some tricks of the trade under a modern great like Floyd Mayweather could prove the difference between setting up and connecting with a fight-changing shot or not. But still, this all doesn't address the final X factor. Distractions! How focused is Ryan Garcia? I'm not trying to be flippant here, but is he totally committed and zeroed in on the opportunity to become champion? Or is he distracted by the recent high-profile divorce that he had amid the birth of his son? We know that he's doing YouTube content. He's chasing Bobby Althoff all over the living room. Okay, maybe I am being a bit flippant here, but I think it's a legitimate question. And that's not to mention the social media hoax where he faked his own death, X Spaces chats with Andrew Tate, and other wild claims and ish that's been coming out of his mouth. Maybe I'm not reading it, maybe I'm not seeing it, but I'm not coming across all these non-boxing related Devin Haney stories. Jokes aside, I do want Ryan to be well, hope he figures things out, and is okay mentally in the long run. Alright folks, let's make our way to a verdict. But first, if you enjoyed this content, do me a solid, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff, more content coming. I appreciate your support. Now look, I was a bit skeptical of Devin Haney at 135 pounds for various reasons, but he kept improving with every fight. He kept impressing me, and I gotta tell ya, damn it, I like the way he looks at 140. I know he's only had one fight, but that virtuoso shutout performance over Regis Prograis was a bit of an eye-opener for me. Now, while I do believe that Garcia has the hand speed and power advantage, I don't think it's by all that much. Haney's hands are quick, his feet are quick, his reflexes are quick. Garcia may have the more swift hands, but Haney is certainly more mobile and fleet of foot. Now look, he is a social media star with over 10 million Instagram followers, but whatever, I don't really care about that. I really like that kid's moxie, the fact that he doesn't shy away from tough fights, so I think he deserves a lot of credit. And he does have a solid amateur boxing background, but I don't know how much he's really developed in the intervening years. His focus has seemed divided, but credit to him, he has built up a big enough brand to warrant the big fights. I don't know what to make of Ryan's mental state at this point. What I do know is that he's still dangerous. Haney, however, has been grinding, steadily improving, refining his craft. They may have been rivals in the amateurs, but to my eye, it looks like Haney has sped by him. Now, Garcia is so explosive, of course there's a chance that he catches Haney and leaves him hurt, or worse, especially because I do question Haney's chin. Both fighters make mistakes, but Devin's superior defense and boxing IQ mean he's more likely to capitalize on Ryan's errors. I can see this playing out like Haney-Linares, where Devin uses his jab and movement to control the bout. Some infighting gets rough and physical at times between the old rivals. Haney probably gets caught by Garcia's fast hands and hurt or rocked at some point. Again, Ryan is dangerous, and as Larry Merchant said, boxing is the theater of the unexpected. But at the end of the day, the most likely outcome is that Devin boxes Ryan's model face-off to a unanimous decision. And at 140, I think a stoppage for Haney is on the board as well. And that right there is Harry's hook. How does this fight play out? Who do you have winning? Comment below.